Hey, Eli, give us 1 second. Hey, Cassie. Give us a second, guys. We're having malfunction.
Pull that up. All right.
All right.
I should have OBS up, right?
Yep.
Now, but how do I pop up? I'm going to have no chat.
Yes, you want to remember.
Through Yahoo, no.
Not Yahoo, honey.
All you do is tell me to go back to that page. Goodness.
Okay.
I think so.
Okay. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, guys. Sorry, we were having technical problems this morning. YouTube was giving us a lot of... Yahoo Mail was giving us a lot of problems.
Thank you, guys, for sharing out. Hold on 1 second. I got you.
Yes, thank you, Cassie. Thank you, Eli. And thank you guys for coming into my very first live feed last night. Y'all made it fun. Sid, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Sid. Give us 1 second. I'm trying to get everything up and running. We had a little snafu.
Because of Yahoo?
Yes, Yahoo. It wouldn't let us send any emails. So we're trying to get everything set up.
Yeah, we're coming in through a back door.
Yeah.
Beauty, how you doing? I'm saying hi to Beauty. She came in the room.
Oh, no, I thought you were... Never mind. Because I'm going live on Blog Talk Radio. So, hold on.
Well, I can't see your Blog Talk Radio.
I thought you heard it. Good morning, everybody. How you doing? What's going on? Good morning, Beauty.
Oh.
Thank you so much.
See, I didn't see anything shared this time.
Thank you, Sid, for the lemons. Thank you so much for the 12 lemons, Sid. You're awesome.
Oh, my God. Eli, I said I was going to pizza bomb you. I didn't say it was going to be today. That's the thing about pizza bombing. You don't know when it's coming.
That's right. Dun, dun, dun.
But you and Ron are going to get pizza bombed. I'm just not going to tell you when.
Yeah. Yeah. So today's show, we're just going to do a fun little, we're going to talk about, of course, legends, lords, and cryptids. You look funny with your headband. It looks like you're...
You look funny without it.
Your eyebrows are pulled up.
Hey, Chinese man. Oh, we have a good show today.
All right. So everybody can experience this. I just happened to look over and see him like that. It's like, what?
I mean, look.
Oh, no, your OBS isn't working. Of course it's not.
Why
it's
should
going to
it
be one of those days.
Why should it?
There it goes.
It's working.
Okay, now it is. Because you're clicking off of it.
No, I'm just reducing it down like I always do.
Right. But instead of hitting this to reduce it down, just click this. Because when you reduce
That's
it down...
not how I've done it before. And now my chat's gone.
Well, now you got to pull up your chat.
What the hell?
It's one of those mornings, guys. Hey, Andy. Hey, Joanne.
Hello, Nick.
Hey, Nick. What's going on? It's a crazy morning. Guys.
Morning, Andy.
Honey, look at the camera.
What am I looking at?
The camera.
I don't want to.
No,
you cannot make me.
I am going to look over.
Go ahead.
His eyes are full.
Oh, we have good job for you. Grab your bowl of rice and beans.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, hello, sexy.
Oh, I'm telling you, Nick, it's been one of those mornings. I got to get my headband on so we can get the magnet thing going.
Yeah, because I want to get that over with. Oh, well, that's true, Andy. It's only 10:05 in the morning here.
Oh, God.
Oh, we got Beauty in Nature cracking the hell up.
I just happened to look over and see his face, and I was like, oh, my God.
All right. Hold on. Not yet.
Not yet?
Hey, just Jim.
Hey, Jim. How you doing?
You missed the best part of the show.
That's a crazy, crazy-ass morning. My camera's funky. Why is it over there? There we go.
Oh.
1:04 p.m. there? Yeah, it's only 10 a.m. here. Still coffee time, man.
It's pork chop in a can time.
Right?
Sucky.
Okay.
Put it in.
Oh, yes, sir.
Put the damn thing in.
All right, guys, we got our magnet in.
All right, it's 10:05. We got to go to 10:35.
Okay. You keep.
And today is day 11.
Yes, today is day 11.
Today, where's my pizza ball? You know what? You keep it up, you ain't getting one.
So it's day 11 of our.
If Mitzi had her way, it'd be the same thing. Hey, Fiery Skull.
Oh, wow, that came up late on mine. Hello, Fiery Skulls, man. How are you? Good morning. Hey, Lindsay.
Hi, Lindsay.
Yeah, time for the headache.
Wait, we got Cassie laughing her ass off, too.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Oh, is Fiery Skull Seth? Yep.
Oh, okay.
That was a smooth move there.
Nice. I like it. So does that mean you're the ghostwriter? Fiery Skulls man, right?
Could be.
Your magnet's crooked.
What isn't crooked this morning?
See what happens when Chaos gets a full night of sleep?
Oh my God, I slept like a baby.
He did too. Oh, I'm telling you.
And he must be looking forward to getting back to work and getting some more rest.
What are you talking about? I'm looking forward to going back to work. I want to go back to work to get the hell away from him.
Wow. Okay, but for everybody that's in the room now, I want to say a big thank you for those that came to my first live feed last night. I was nervous is all beyond, and you guys just made it so much easier, and I had fun, and I appreciate it. Oh, yeah, she is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
I mean, by the time I woke up, she was getting ready to go out and have a cigarette, and she looked at me, and she says, are you going to go live with me? I'm like, what time is it? And I look up at the clock, it's 9:25. I was like, oh, God.
Oh, Nick, what's the update? I didn't even see we go live, and I don't even realize that there's an update.
There's a new update that I made this morning.
I didn't get to see it. I just go live.
Sorry, he was dead to the world when you went live, mate. Well, no, I actually woke up.
No, he's saying sorry. He was dead to the world.
Well, at that time, I know he's dead to the world.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cassie. You guys made it fun, though.
Definitely. I thank you all for, I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud. He was going back and forth last night. He was like, I don't know. I want to go live, but I don't want to go live. What if nobody shows up? What if all the worries, all you guys know.
On your first stream.
On your first stream, you get all the worries, and then it's like, just go ahead.
So when I finally did it, I looked at her and I says, I'm going to wait for about 3-4 minutes, and then if nobody shows up, I'm leaving. And all of a sudden it was boom, 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 boom. And she can tell you, my eyes opened up like, what?
Yeah.
Oh, Cassie's asking what the magnet.
Cassie, you don't know what the magnet's for? Nick, that Restream bot, it's actually people talking in YouTube. It's not, you have to look at the name after it says Restream bot. So it'll say like YouTube Beauty of Nature or YouTube Lindsay Raw. You know, it'll have their names after that in parentheses. Just so you know.
Just Jim, it's cool. I wasn't even sure if I was going to do it. It was just on a whim.
All those years of training.
I know, I read that.
Right.
Have you seen the likes and comments on my new intro we did? Oh, she started asking Lindsay. Well, Lindsay, I'm glad I made you laugh.
So the magnets. If you're new here, hey Nicole.
Hi, Nicole. Good evening, Nicole.
Yes, good evening. We, you know, that's what I told him too, Cassie, was that we have such great supporters. All you guys are phenomenal, and I love you guys so much, and I thank you so much for, you know, coming in and supporting him last night. That was really cool.
I enjoyed it. I had a really good time.
So the magnets, if you're new here and want to know about what's going on with the magnets, a couple weeks ago I did a story about old time, like Victorian ghost hunting experiments and stuff, and a magnet was one of them.
Cassie, this is directed at you.
Yeah, well, and anybody that's new in the chat, they're looking at them
That's
going,
true.
what the hell are they wearing?
It's the new thing.
Yes, it's a new style. No. So we had a story on how this guy used he said he uses a monopolar magnet, but I couldn't find one. I was trying to get a fishing magnet, but they wouldn't ship them up here to Alaska. So anyway, what it's supposed to do is get the calcium and the plaque buildup off your pineal gland and open up your third eye more, basically.
Yeah, and this guy, when he did it, he experimented with a magnet for 30 minutes days. A day for 30 days.
Yep.
And he said that after time, he would see this apparition, but the apparition became clearer and clearer to where it actually looked like just a person.
Right. And
the walls around him. And this is where we think that he stepped into
the astral
world. He astral to another realm because all the walls were gone.
Hey, Nick.
Ron. Hey, Ron.
Hey, Ron.
Oh, Beauty, don't worry. Like I said, it was on a whim. I didn't know I was going to do it, and finally I just broke down. And
so, yeah, so it was we decided to go ahead and try to experiment. As soon as I found magnets that would be shipped up here.
Yeah, we up here, we don't, it's hard to get anything shipped up here.
Yeah, especially when it comes to magnets or batteries or mundane stuff.
We usually have to find a third-party shipper.
Yeah.
That'll ship it.
So I have Prime basically for movies.
In the realm, all the walls were gone. I take a single blotter tab and give it. Well, I agree, Andy. And that's when salt and pepper shakers come to life, and you see little purple and green dots running across the back of your couch having fun. Oh, yeah, I get it.
So that's what the magnets are all about. We're doing the experiment. If you guys have any cool experiments, paranormal wise, you know, that's not going to get us in trouble.
Or dead.
Or dead. Yeah. Definitely let us know, and we're up for it. Definitely.
We'll give it a shot if we can.
Yeah.
Good morning, Danielle.
Good morning, Danielle. I almost said bug. Doesn't matter.
Andy, you could actually see him here. Beauty's all upset. She didn't see my first stream.
He wouldn't let anybody share it out. Cassie was going to share it out.
Yeah, no,
Eli was going to share it out. And everything.
No, Andy, I'm good. I'm good.
But He wouldn't let nobody share it out. He's like, I'm nervous enough. Hello, my bugaboo.
Mute that for a second.
Oh, thank you, Nick. No, it's okay. Yeah, you can share this stream out. It's Eddie's first stream last night.
No, I
Oh,
did it
sorry,
the right
guys.
way. I knew what I was doing, believe it or not.
Yeah, you guys can always share this out. I appreciate you sharing it out. I really do.
Yeah, I think my cheeks were beet red for the first 40 minutes of my live.
Oh, Cassie, did you share it? Did you really share?
Oh. Okay, what Buck said. Yeah, Andy, we muted the mics real quick. I had to say something to Shadows and.
Oh, really? Cool, Danielle. Danielle, if you're new to my stream, Danielle is my daughter.
Yuri.
Yuri.
Oh,
Yuri. Yeah, my bad. She's 13, so we kind of watch her, not our language, but what we talk about.
Yes, Lindsay.
And she's really into anime and everything. She designs her own outfits and she draws. I'm so proud of her. She's such an amazing artist. She definitely gets that from her father. I'm lucky I can draw a straight line.
You can't draw a stick figure.
I know. Yeah.
Even her stick fingers look like it got broken limbs. You needed this.
No problem, Nick. No problem. I appreciate you coming in, hon. Definitely.
Oh, Nick leaving? Oh, okay. Well, have a good day, Nick. Popping fruit. Hey, thank you for stopping by. No, Andy, it wasn't bad.
You guys know how it is. You know.
Some things are not meant to be heard.
I can't even. I love it. So today's just going to be a fun little episode. We're doing Legends, lore, and cryptids, And I figured I would just, I'm going to share out the stream, the link to come on up, and the phone number if you want to call in, and tell little stories off of Reddit and just have fun with it. If you guys have a scary, a cryptid, not even a scary one, but a cryptid story or a legend or lore of what's your favorite story. Welcome back, Fiery Skulls Man.
I know, I'm so used to seeing Seth.
I know.
Because now I'm looking at it.
I almost said that too.
I'm looking at it like, what do I call him?
Right? You guys are always welcome to come up, of course. Let me go ahead and...
No, it's not, Ron.
What did he say? I missed it.
Because Andy said it must have been bad because we went quiet.
Oh.
And then Ron's saying, always bad, Andy.
That's funny. So the first story that I have is just, and I'm going to do quick little stories about cryptids and legends and lores.
You know she's lying now because none of her stories are quick.
They are. Well, not with you interrupting me. No.
Even when I don't.
But just little things that maybe we can help if you guys have ideas of what's going on. Because when people write on Reddit or, they share their stories, you know damn well that I know with me, if something happens and I need to write about it and everything, I'm asking what the hell's going on? Why is this happening? Why am I seeing this thing and what is it? Do you know what I mean?
It's without Andy.
You never know. So, maybe something will trigger in your guys' mind of what it could be.
No, it's not how that works. Nobody can predict what it might be if it's coming out of your head. And I don't mean just.
Oh, okay. I was like, what do you mean by that?
I just meant in general. You'd be lucky to get through two.
Whatever. Aw, thank you, hon. You stay blessed as well. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you for stopping by, Beauty.
So, the first story is something my friend saw a few years back. A couple of people have said this sounds like a possible crawler.
Now, is this what your friend said, or is this just a story?
This is just
okay.
a story.
Now, just clarify it.
Right. I mean, they're not stories. They're actually true encounters, and they just don't know what the hell they saw.
Because it's on the internet, it must be true. Bonjour.
Bonjour. Yeah. Oh, okay. Very cool. I will definitely get back to that. Thank you so much for sending me a friend request.
Oh, I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm seeing something coming out of your head. What I thought you were going to say there. Oh, God, Andy.
So she said, impossible crawlers, that could be the not the night crawlers.
Them are worms. They're big worms.
Yeah.
You use them for fishing.
You're funny. It could be a wraith. It could be a shadow figure. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the story. So my friend was walking her dog over Epsom Downs in the UK in the evening. It was in the woods behind the racetrack, and it was winter, so it was pitch black up there. I was on the phone with her when it happened. She was walking down a wooded trail using her only her phone light, which she was pointing at the floor to see the path. When right in front of her, in the middle of the path, maybe 7 to 8 feet or so away, there was a very bright set of eyes staring at her. She said they were probably about 7 foot head height, so they were quite a bit taller than an average human. They were bright yellow, very large, and perfectly round, and it kept blinking every second or so.
Do you know you just went live on DLive?
Oh, did you get the notification?
Yeah, it says DLive emotes are live.
Oh, she didn't shine the light on it, unfortunately. She just saw it froze for 5 seconds or so and then turned around and walked in the opposite direction. I could hear the fear in her voice. It was strange, and the eyes just seemed to glow. Bearing in mind there was no natural light to reflect the light off the eyes, so it wasn't like a reflection type thing.
Well, right, because it was nighttime.
Right, but it was, the lights were like glowing. The eyes were like glowing bright yellow.
Bright yellow.
It was a rainy, cloudy night, and there was no roads with car headlights penetrating where she was. It was so dark that she couldn't even see the figure. Her dog ran back to her, seemingly to run straight through it as it ran under its legs. The dog weighs about 60 kilograms and it didn't react to its presence. It just ran right through it.
Like the dog wasn't even there.
Yeah. No, like the dog didn't see the presence.
Oh, wait, the dog went through it like it.
Right. The bushes surrounding the path were bare of leaves and very stick-thin, weak branches, and the eyes were in the middle, so couldn't have been an owl. Far too tall to have been a fox or a badger. There aren't even deer up there, and she said the eyes were facing forward instead of like on the side like a deer would be, you know what I mean?
That's a good question, Andy. Cat on the branch of the tree?
Definitely. I mean, cats do have that yellow shine.
And
but it being 7, well, yeah.
Yeah, tree branch.
But yeah, cats have straightforward eyes. I'm trying to think.
I know. And Andy says, call me stupid, but if I'm in the country and see something which unnerves me, I back away from it. I don't turn my back to it.
Well, yeah, the thing with it, well, yeah, you back away from it. But a lot of people are just wanting to get out of there. I can't tell you how I would react if if it was a bear, I'd back away. I know that. That's like burnt into my head. But with something freaky like that, I'm not going to promise that I'm going to back away. I might just
fight or flight.
I didn't back away when that freaking sea lion came up.
No, you were gone.
Yeah. So, says far too tall to have been a fox or badger, there aren't deer up there, and said the eyes were facing forward, as in the same distance apart in position as human eyes. She said that they were very bright and very large. She definitely wasn't seeing things. She's never made up stories or witnessed anything like this before. And the fear in her voice was real. I've never heard her like that. Any ideas what it could might been?
Lindsay, it could have very well been a raccoon on a tree branch.
You guys have raccoons over in the UK?
No, listen, it couldn't have been an animal. Because the dog was never alerted.
Yeah, never alerted to it.
So there's no way it could have been any kind of animal.
Everybody's saying the comments of that, they think it was an owl, but no, because
the dog
ran right through its legs.
Yeah, and the dog would have smelt it though.
Yeah.
Not outside of a zoo.
Okay, so no raccoons over there.
Maybe it was a giraffe. That's well over 7 foot tall.
We got some seriously dopey dogs over here.
What, like Goofy?
But yeah, I mean, for a friend to, you know what I mean, go on Reddit and tell this story, I'm believing that the friend definitely heard the fear in her friend's ears or in the voice. Wow.
But Reddit, you can't, I mean, that's just, it's like any other site.
Well, no, Reddit, I mean, they have certain, I mean, I go on Reddit for certain things, but I mean, they have paranormal, cryptids, you know what I mean, different things. Was it a full moon? It did not say.
Read the rest of it.
Was it a full? And he wants to know because he wants to have an alibi.
No, he says if it was a full moon, he has an alibi.
That's what I'm saying.
He's not looking for one. He has an alibi. I mean, it's really hard to try to say what it was.
Very true. Forget about it.
But here's another thing.
Yeah.
Because animals will sense paranormal faster than a human can.
Right.
So why didn't the dog get alerted to this thing?
I don't know. Especially if it was a crawler, you would think it would be alert. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, John's over there mooning.
It don't add up.
Right.
Nothing alerted this dog.
Right.
But yet she's seen two glowing eyes.
Right.
That stood just over 7 foot. And this dog was alerted to nothing.
No.
She should have had a cat.
She had a cat?
No, she should have had a cat.
Oh, she should have had a cat. That's crazy though, right? I mean, when you have an experience like that, I mean, and you're trying to wrestle with what it could be. You know what I mean?
Like we're wrestling trying to figure out what it is now.
Right. Right. I just feel bad for people when they have an experience and they just don't know.
There's no way to explain it.
Right. You know? So I like trying to help people.
Was she walking along picking little pixie hats like mushrooms?
You never know.
Yeah, that's true. When I was in the Marine Corps and we had to fly into Iraq. Now, I don't know what they were thinking, but they land us right in the middle of an opium field. They get the whole battalion there, and he says, do you see all these little orange bulb flowers? And everybody's looking, everybody knows what the hell it is. Do not let me catch you picking any of them. Why the hell would you land us in the middle of an opium field?
Right.
Y'all gonna get shot at, your mouth will be high.
Ron's a lichen?
A 600-pound squirrel. Shit, I'd turn and run. You are. Is it like the new name, dude? Red lads, get your aches and pains started while you're. Exactly, Andy.
Yeah.
You can hear gunfire. Start popping the opium. See, I think they did that on purpose. See, that way, everybody knows the Marines are crazy anyways.
Right.
So we'll just get them high. They won't mind going first. Screw it.
Like, yeah, right.
It was a gift from the bushes. Yeah, it would have been a gift from the bushes, all right. Needless to say, nobody ever did get busted picking any of it, but I'm sure somebody did.
Right. So here's another crawler story. Now, do you know when I say crawler, what you're picturing?
What I'm picturing is like a shadow running across the wall, something that's crouched down, like animal size.
Like that one that boyfriend and girlfriend saw that didn't have, like, the legs were twisted.
Oh, the knees were backwards.
Yeah. See, that's unnatural. That creeps me out.
Sitting in the can with a smile on her. Yeah. Oh, that's true.
Why not? So this is another crawler experience. It said, so for a while now, I've been calling crawlers skin gates.
What the hell is a skin gate?
I don't know. I feel like they go by a lot of names, so I don't know what to call it. And that's true. I mean, some people call rakes skinwalk or crawlers.
What's a rake?
Rake is the one that's in the caves, the white little creepy guys.
Kind of like,
yes. Yeah. My sighting occurred back in 2013 at the end of summer. I was about 20 years old when this happened, and I had no clues these things existed in folklore or horror movies. I don't watch horror movies still to this day because I feel like they mess with my head. So what I saw I had nothing to base off of it. I thought I was crazy for a little bit. This happened at my parents' house out in the country. They had a couple of acres of land, and the orchards are right behind them. Hundreds of acres surrounding them, and about 4 miles away, there's a good-sized river. There's also canals everywhere out there. My family grows weed.
Wow, imagine that. And my uncle grows opium.
And it was about time to harvest it. So on this night, my dad and uncle decided to go out and ask my cousin and his friends to watch over the crop. I decided to take along because I wanted to hang out with my cousin's friend, who I had a big crush on. So we're out there probably an hour or two, and we hear a commotion out in the orchards. It doesn't sound like any animal we know, and it was pretty loud for a couple of seconds. It dies down, and we waited about a minute or two and go check it out. 2 people stay, and the rest of us decide to see what's up. So, they're like listening for that sound. Do you know what I mean? Like, when you hear that sound in the dark, you're like, a creepy sound. You're like,
kind of like
the owl.
Yeah. We won't discuss that.
My family it's a full moon out that night, and it seems pretty much like daytime. So night, brightly lit sky, it's easy to see, and everything is lit up. Orchards usually have a couple of dirt paths, but that are bigger than roads themselves for easy transport of machines, sprayers, and whatnot. So we take one and walk up it a ways. I squat here and there to see below the tree line to see if I can make out any humans or cars that aren't supposed to be there. And there's nothing. We're about 2 orchards in and decide to head back. So you definitely, I can understand their thing. The weed's about to be harvested, so you have to watch out for people trying to come in and pick it, I'm sure. Right then, I got the worst feeling in my gut. It's like this primal fear that makes you want to run, but I felt frozen too. I looked to my right, about 4 to 5 rows in, and I saw this thing. It was tall and gangly, about 7 to 8 feet tall, and it was walking parallel to us. I could see its side profile of its face, and I make out sunken cheeks, what looked like hollow eye sockets, but deep. Its skin is a grayish white, and the skin texture reminded me of like a dolphin skin.
That person's got really good eyesight if this is at night.
Well, they said that it was lit up. It was just like daytime because the moon was out. There was no,
That was a bright moon. Danielle said she sent you another story, and it's not Japanese.
Okay, all right. I will definitely check it out, hon.
And, sounds like
I don't know why, but it never once looked at me. I really wanted to run, but I felt like if I did, it would give chase. That's scary too, when you don't know what you're seeing and you want to run, but you're scared that it'll come after you.
You weren't scared.
No, that's true. I know you were down there. So I stayed next to my friends and didn't say anything to them because they like trouble, you know. We rounded a corner and it disappeared from my view. I questioned myself on it a lot. My most vivid memory is seeing the changing shadows on its face head while walking through the trees. I haven't seen one since, and I hope I never do. But it makes me question through what else is out there, and I don't want to find out.
Well, I don't know. That owl that night, you want to talk about creepy and big. That's got to be the largest owl I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
That thing had at least a 7-foot wingspan.
Right.
Yes, Ron. Eli was here earlier. I have his address and I have your address. And he immediately started attacking me about when his pizza bomb was coming.
Yes.
It's called a bomb because you don't know when it's going to happen.
Hey,
oh,
Tamara.
Thank you, Tamara.
Thank you for the lemons, hon. I appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, somebody asked what size head it had or what the head looked like, and she said it was it looked like a really stretched out human skull.
Elongated, tall wise or out wise?
She really didn't say. I tried to click on it, but it doesn't. It won't.
They'd had half a dozen Girl Scout cookies a couple of hours before going out for some first. Huh? Oh.
What?
Guess what?
What?
My camera's off.
Oh, I'm like, what? All right.
Before you get into the next story, I want to say something real quick.
Okay. Day 11 down.
All right, so for all of you that know, I actually did my first live stream last night. My very first live stream, and I'll be damned if I didn't have a troll.
Yeah. It wasn't a bad one, though.
No, he only came in and said one thing, and that was it. I think somebody booted him real quick. But it was like, are you serious? My very first show, and I get a troll.
They were waiting for Eddie.
Oh, no, Andy. None of you have seen me without my hat on, except Yuri. And
well, yeah.
well, duh. So I stopped my camera when I got to take my hat off to take the headband and all that off. So yeah, I know, right, Jim? My very first live feed, and I had a troll.
They were bored.
It was like the fourth person that came in the room.
Yeah. It was crazy. It was crazy. But it's okay. I'm like, as soon as I saw it, I'm like, maybe a mod. He's like, I don't know how to do that.
When did you ever see me without a hat, Andy?
I see you without the hat. Scary as what? Did you go?
I've never been on camera without my hat.
Maybe the live, the 24-hour?
No.
Okay. Oh.
You know, as long as I'm awake, I wear a hat.
Right. That's true.
How many times have I fallen asleep with my hat on?
Yeah.
The night you broke your duck.
You broke a duck? What duck did you break?
Oh, Andy's saying I guess it was during the 24-hour.
Oh, never mind. I get what you're saying. You broke your duck.
Took my V.
Yeah.
You know, that's the best way I can say it. See, I tried to avoid that.
All right. So another one that came up. Are you okay over there?
No.
Okay.
I'm getting Samsung billing for some reason.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting billed by Samsung.
Just another fluster cluck. Yes, exactly, Kim. So this one, he says, I just don't, or she, I don't know, says, I don't have anyone else to tell this to. He said, I'll get straight to it. A few years ago, a tornado touched down in my city near my house. Power lines fell and it was a mess. A couple of days went by and there was still wires in the road. So my dad decided he'd go over to the street and see what was going on. He came back with a weird face and he said he wanted to tell me something. Now, my dad is not a conspiracy theorist. He believes in the Bush did the 9/11 stuff, but that's as far as he takes it. So my dad takes me to his office and tells me he spoke with a fireman who was at the scene. I forgot what led up to it, but this fireman starts telling my dad a story. The fireman said a long time ago, two men came to City Hall after a tornado like this. One was a regular man who was sweating and very nervous, and the other was a tall, pale man who was wearing a long jacket. The nervous man said, I need to talk to your mayor. The receptionist says, the usual, you'll need to make an appointment. And the man replied, I need to talk to your mayor now. Apparently, that's when the reception looked at the tall, pale man and realized his black eyes, he had black eyes and it didn't look right. Needless to say, she goes and gets the mayor. My dad was busy telling me on how this firefighter was red and was whispering the story. But my dad looked scared himself. He was also telling the story quietly for a loud man. When I told my friends, they gave me the you're insane look. So I'm coming here. Any opinions? Any thoughts? Has anyone heard this story before? And the firefighter, or was the firefighter just a liar? Let me know. I also wondered if the firefighter only said a long time ago so my dad didn't get scared. What just happened? I live in Ohio, if this helps.
No, that don't help. It don't matter where the hell you live.
Yeah. And there's a lot of discussion on this board just for the fact of the only thing that they said, the only thing that doesn't add up for me is why the firefighter would tell your dad the story. He could have been joking, but it is weird. It is weird.
Well, it's true though. Why would a fireman come out of nowhere and want to talk to the mayor? What's the mayor gonna do?
No, the two people
Right
wanted to talk to the mayor. The tall, pale. Was it the man in black? The one was nervous though. I don't know.
Well, if one was nervous, I can't see it being
The
Men in Black. No, because they're not nervous. They make you nervous.
Yeah. But they said, especially if they don't know each other, why would the firefighter tell this to your dad? There are so many questions. Was he the only firefighter there? Was the AR there? Was he dressed like he was at the job at the moment? I've read of people seeing people with black eyes, but never heard one. So the one, the pale one had the black eyes.
TTPP, hi.
Hey, through the veil. And the person that wrote the story said, that's a good point. Honestly, my dad is extremely friendly type of person to the point where a lot of people are uncomfortable around him because he crosses boundaries. So he's one of those ones that come, it's...
Joe Biden. No, I'm kidding.
It's not unusual for him to talk to strangers for a long time. But there are a lot of firefighters and police at the scene. I know that because I was right at the end of the street and I saw them. I'll post a picture if I can find one, but I thought it was irrelevant. I never asked my dad about it again because it seemed to bother him. But maybe I'll ask what led to the conversation. I wouldn't be surprised if my dad said some kind of joke about UFOs and the fireman told the story.
We're doing good, Vale. I think it was yesterday you were live. And I came into your feed, said hi, but you never said hi. I see how I get treated. No, it's got black eyes, right?
Yes. Well, the one does.
But the other one's normal.
Right. So somebody suggested this is the man in the long trench coat and the black eyes and pale skin seems like a man in black, aka the Majestic. They work with the government for the government. If he said they're always there on a mission to do something. And told her to, research the Majestic 12 and all that sort of thing. And then and she wrote, she's like, I mean, I wasn't trying to blow anyone's mind with my story or questions, but I just wanted to know if anybody's heard of anything else, just happening after a tornado.
Well, okay, if one had black eyes, one had white eyes, or regular eyes.
Yeah, it was a normal human. He seemed nervous.
Okay, so maybe the other one was
a
man in black. And maybe he was nervous because he didn't know what the other one was going to do.
Either that or like that man. Usually they're in twos, but maybe there was only one.
Okay, Tamara, have a good day.
Take care, Tamara.
TTVP, that's okay. I was only picking on you.
Maybe the men in black had stopped that guy that was nervous and was like, "Where's your mayor's office?" or whatnot.
Could be, and
maybe
he
got
was afraid
that
to tell him.
uncomfortable feeling.
Like maybe I have to tell him because if I don't, what's going to happen to me?
Right. Yeah.
I don't know. That one sounds kind of odd.
Oh. It's definitely weird. This one is called Large Creature in the Road. I've been creeping on the sub for a long time, meaning they've been reading the categories and everything. And I believe the story is worth posting. This did happen to me personally. For some background, I used to live in Oklahoma, more towards the central part of the state near I-40. I know, that's the thing. Why would they be interested after a tornado?
You said a tornado just happened.
Huh?
You said in your story a tornado just happened.
Right, yeah. I know. That's what I'm trying to... You know how my brain works. That's what I mean, Andy. I don't know exactly... Like, did it
show up in that tornado?
Yeah, like... Did whatever they were in, like, if it was a UFO type thing, did it crash because of the tornado? Thank you, Tuna Vale. I appreciate it. Although I did read, and I don't know, I think because I was looking for different things. Although I did read about Area 51 because they unclassified a document. I was going to save this for Wednesday, but they unclassified a document that the whole Area 51 crash, Roswell crash, happened because it says in the statement, and I wish I kept it up, but I didn't, that the crash happened because Area 51 has high power radar and it messed with their mechanics. But it did say in the report that there was 3 bodies inside, human-like bodies, but they were 3 feet tall.
Midgets.
No, aliens.
Human-like. They're midgets. Welcome back, Eli.
Welcome back, Eli.
Actually, Andy, I think you got that backwards. My first stop would be to get toilet paper. The second one would be a cigarette. The third one would be a liquor store. But that's... Well, everybody's known that after that crash,
they ordered 3 coffins.
Yeah, and it was child-sized like coffins.
Yes.
I remember that
but
story.
This just came out, it was declassified.
I don't know about that, Andy. I don't wear them, so.
But it was just declassified, so.
So how did we hear about that before then? Which story did you read where we heard that 3 child size?
No, it was right. That was a story that the coroner had told people, but it wasn't this piece of paper.
It was never confirmed.
Right. Yeah. There you go. That's what I meant.
Oh, damn, say it then.
It's a large creature in the woods. For some background, I used to live in Oklahoma, more towards the center part of the state, near I-40. I grew up there, and I have spent most of my life there until recently. Job relocation. I also had about 25-mile commute to drive every day. I used to work mid-shift at a radio station, so my work schedule was 4 p.m. to midnight. I used to drive home in the dark all the time. Sometimes I would end up working overnight too and come home in the early morning. It's not uncommon to see lots of wildlife in this part of the state. I don't know how many times I had to dodge deer or coyotes on the way home. I will also say that I'm no stranger to the woods or the animals to them or in them. I'm an avid hunter and a fisherman. I've seen exclusive animals here, minks, river otters, black bear, herd mountain lion. But I don't know what I saw one night. It was like any other night. I'd gotten in my car in a little past midnight, tired and ready to go home. Started driving, got out of the city limits. I would also say that the roads that I have to drive were very curvy. It's because there are a lot of native land in Oklahoma, and the roads have to weave around that in random oil leases. So after the curves in the road, it straightens out because about 2 miles ahead, there's an intersection with a different highway. So when you come out of the last curve of the road, it goes up into a large hill and then drops down to a low, very wide valley. The width of the valley is probably about a mile wide. So when I topped the hill, my headlights shined at the bottom of the valley. That's when I saw whatever it was. I was just on the incline where my lights just barely reached it. It was large and brown and in the middle of the road. I kind of thought it was a glare of my glasses until it moved. It went off the left side of the road. I don't know what it was, but I saw it for about 4 seconds. I can tell you that it was hairy and it was very big. If I had to guess, I would say about 7 feet tall. I could not see any appendages that well, but I could see some sway because when I got off the road, it reached out to the part of the grass. Or when it got off the road, it reached out to the part of the grass. So stride, it had a big lake stride. The ditch was full of about 7 foot tall grass and river cane. I don't know what river cane is. Is that like cattails?
I don't know. I ain't from Oklahoma.
Okay.
But that sounds like if there's water and moisture in the ditches,
yeah,
then I would say yes. That's what he's referring to.
Okay. After it was off the road, I could not see it. My brain had trouble determining what it was. The only thing I could rationalize that it would have been a bear, but it wasn't the right color. Or it could have been a horse on its hind legs, but it wouldn't have been able to reach out like that.
I hold silver away.
It didn't scare me, except for the fact that I thought I would have to dodge it with my car. I really want some opinions of what it was. My best guess was a Sasquatch. Part of our state is known for it. The main cryptid of our state is the octopus, but it definitely wasn't it. LOL.
Okay, I got 2 factors now.
Okay.
Number 1, it's after midnight, so it's very late at night. Why the hell are you hunting?
No, he's going home from work.
Oh, from work.
Yes.
Okay, well, still, it's after midnight, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And if you have night blindness, headlights can hit certain things and make you think that there's something there. And maybe he thought it was moving because the car was moving and the lights are readjusting. So there may not have been anything there at all.
Right. I don't know. To me, it's just one of those things to where when somebody writes into something, like they're not writing because...
No, they're writing because they don't know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So they're not confirming that anything was there.
Right.
They just want to know if it was possible, is something there, or am I just crazy?
Right. Yeah.
How do we know if nobody's in the car with you that, you know, I don't know. It's hard to explain.
No, I think I get what you're saying. Somebody said you saw a squatch, my dude. He said, I just hope whatever it was will stay away from my house. I don't want my puppers to get ate.
Well, if it comes near your house, your puppers are definitely going to give you an alert to it before they get ate.
Right, right.
But again, you know, it's night blindness. The headlights play tricks.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, I'm not saying he didn't see anything. I'm not saying that didn't happen.
Right.
But me knowing how night blindness is, because that I haven't.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You definitely, you know, you're focused on a lot more. You know what I mean? You're kind of focused in because you can't see that well at night.
Exactly. And as the headlights bounce off different things, you see different things.
Right.
So as his vehicle's descending this hill,
right,
the lights are changing at a different angle, which could actually make it look like something stepping in to that grass.
But if it's something that it's not like a new road to him. He's had to do this road, you know.
Oh, I get it. But I mean, night blindness just don't hit you overnight. I mean, it gradually catches up to you. Trust me.
That's true.
The older you get, the slower you get, the faster your aliens catch up to you.
So here's one for you. Glowing humanoid.
Well, now that I can believe.
A glowing humanoid?
A glowing person, yeah. I mean,
believe a glowing person, but you can't believe a dude saw a Sasquatch?
Yeah. But you know, think about it. Look at the very rare disease where a person cannot go into sunlight at all. The minute they do,
I have a friend that's like that. Yes.
Or the
they
disease,
don't sparkle.
Or the disease of the person that they call it glass bones,
right?
Because their bones will break that easy.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Medically, you see it. Possible.
Yeah.
Okay. So it says, I want to begin by saying I've never really known where to speak about this.
Why is it going hype chat?
Because if you read up, it says, as I roll the credits, go over to DLive and hype up the chat.
Oh, well, we're an hour away from rolling credits.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
I want to begin by saying I really never known really where to speak about this. But since I found this subreddit, it seems like this is the most appropriate place to share this encounter. I told my parents about it, and they obviously said it was just my imagination. I told my cousins at the time, and they said that it was a ghost. But I doubt a ghost would be this flamboyant. I have no idea what it was.
I'm sorry, when you said flamboyant, the first thing came to my mind was the ghost was gay.
Right? This goes back. I said this ghost. This goes back about a decade. I was about 11 years old, but currently I'm 22. And my family was visiting Mexico for the summer, as we usually did. Our house over there was fairly big, and it has a courtyard where we grew some trees and flowers. Naturally, you can look up from the sky, or naturally, you can look up at the sky from the courtyard. Well, it was late at night, and we were getting ready to go to bed. My mom had bought some pandules, sweetbread, I guess it. Pandules.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it's sweetbread, and my sister made a half-assed attempt to call me to the kitchen while I was in the TV room. At this point, everyone was that wasn't already in bed was in the kitchen eating a late snack.
Something.
I walked out of the room and into the courtyard, which is faster than walking through the rooms. So the house must have been like a...
Yeah, where it's got, like a breezeway or courtyard in the middle of it.
Yeah. When crossing through the courtyard, I noticed a glow coming from above me. I looked up and saw a humanoid figure that was made out of like pure orange, almost goldish light. I did not know what to make of it. I thought it was a weird balloon or something, but it was very clear that it was peeking over the edge of the rooftop as it had its hands on the edge of the roof. Its head wasn't perfectly round, though it had a weird flat top thing going on. Picture, if you will, a goldfish. Snack. He's like, not a real one, a snack.
Goldfish.
If you held it from its head with its tail on top, but less exaggerated. So if you had it, you're holding it up.
But you're holding it by the head down, the tail up.
Yes. It had very tiny beady eyes. Literally, its eyes were the only feature it had apart from a weird flat top. No mouth, no nose, no ears. I gazed at it for less than 10 seconds or so before it departed and waved weakly.
It was a halibut.
I would hardly call it a wave, but that's what it resembled. It just raised its left hand and waved it slowly, and then left my line of sight. I ran towards the kitchen after that since I was spooked. I didn't even tell my mom at that moment. I waited for the next day to tell her and my dad. I remember having some trouble sleeping that night. I even moved to a room with more family in it. Growing up, this became one of my most vivid memories. It also led me to dive deeper into cryptids and strange phenomena in general. That moment was honestly one of the strangest experiences I've ever had in my life, and nothing has been able to come close. I don't tell many people because it's outlandish, and the stories like this are widely accepted. It's seen as a crazy talk or kids' imagination gone wild. As far as I know, there is no Mexican folklore with a glowing humanoid figure. I never heard of a similar encounter. To this day, I have no idea what it was that I saw. That is definitely strange. I mean,
You have to turn on my notifications.
I just, it's crazy. Like when you see something strange out of the ordinary, and like you at least with me, I go searching for it. I go researching it, and when you can't find something you're looking for, or any resemblance to what you saw, it drives you nuts.
No, I just don't care. If it's not gonna hurt me or bother me,
Who's to say it's not?
who's to say it is? He waved goodbye to the person.
Somebody said that my dad saw something with a gold orange glow at the swamp near Richmond, Virginia back in the 70s. He could only see the head, but could tell it was some humanoid features.
But see, people say humanoid like. That's really not explaining what the hell it looks like.
I think when they're saying humanoid, I think it's mainly because it's got a head, a torso, appendages.
Two eyes.
Know what I mean? Yeah. Not necessarily that it looks like a human, but it's got our features.
Well, that's why they say aliens are humanoid like.
Yeah. Some of them.
Yeah. Except for the ones with big heads.
Yes.
The family materials and spirit stalking. What the hell is that? Oh. Streamlabs is posting points leaders.
Oh, because Nicole.
Yeah, I was just like, what the hell is that?
That's not the same thing, though. I was looking at somebody had posted. I see these guys often, but they're like orbs in the sky. But just crazy, whacked out stories. Yes, Nicole.
Yeah, she explained that to me. At first, though, I'm like, what the hell's going on? What the hell? Top 10 points? What's all that? But it dawned on me what was going on.
It took him a second, but how would you like to have an experience like this, right?
Like what?
It says, yesterday my coworker told me that he had a bizarre experience on his way to work.
You know, it'd be great, but I don't have a coworker.
Not at the moment, no.
And I don't have one.
Jason?
Well, wouldn't.
Oh, it was so funny last night. Speaking of Eddie's live, I was going to go tell him and tell our boss to go into YouTube and screw with him, right? And he goes, but I didn't do it. I don't know why.
I would have killed you.
But our boss, after we told him that Eddie went live for his first and everything, time and everything, he's like,
why didn't you tell me?
He goes, why didn't you tell me? He goes, I would have came in and screwed with him. Like, what? You better not block me. You better not block me. Bad things will happen if you block me. Yeah.
You got to understand.
Our boss is awesome.
The people we work for, the people that own this building, they're Korean. But they are fabulous people. They've done nothing but take care of us. And they know anytime they need anything, they just come ask us and we'll get it done. And
our boss is like our age. So it's...
Actually, I'm older than my boss.
Yeah.
We're both older than our boss.
Yeah, but I mean, he's, got the same mentality.
Thank you, Ron.
Thank you, Ron, for the diamond. Don't block me.
Where'd that come? Jason on there?
No. Ron wrote, don't block me. I the diamond.
I thought about dancing, but you know what? I don't want to break a hip.
But yeah, he was like, you should have told me. I would have came in and been like, don't block me. Things will happen if you block me.
But he knows damn good and well I would have done it. I would have blocked him just to see. But then again, I couldn't do it because I didn't even know how to make a mod.
Yeah, right. This is true.
See,
so this experience. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, don't. Oh, yeah, I know what you mean, Andy. But honestly, last night's my first live, I wouldn't have done it if Shadows wasn't sitting right across the table, because she could come over here and help me with any technical problems because I've never done it before. So she's the one, when they found out there was a troll in the room, she quickly picked mods.
Yeah.
And she knew, because you guys are all in the same feed. So she knew
I just
instantly.
did it real quick. I didn't pick,
It was completely at random. But she made 3 mods really fast. And that troll was gone like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this happened at 3:30 a.m. Okay.
I might have been awake.
He was getting a fountain drink inside the gas station when he saw a very attractive girl heading inside. She was probably in her 20s, wearing a red one-piece dress and fishnet stockings. She definitely had his attention, LOL. He was heading out and they met at the door. As an anticipation conversation, she removed her black mask to the side and he hit on her saying, "Man, if I was 20 years younger, but I probably have a heart attack." She replied, How about I give you a heart attack now?" And her eyes went immediately black. From normal, they went immediately black to completely total black. Even the whites of her eyes were black. Then she grinned at him, revealing long fangs. He was stunned, not scared by the encounter. He was stunned.
She was a vampire.
A moment later, she was normal again. They parted without another word. He isn't the type to make things up, and I believe him. Also, apparently, she was riding in a normal-looking car. I didn't get into specifics. With an extremely tall male who was wearing a tuxedo, who had been pumping gas while all this happened. He was tall enough to be able to easily look over the top of the pumps at, say, like another car. My coworker guessed around 6'5" at least. He said they looked like they should have been in a limousine. We're wondering what sort of human I'd encountered. Was it a vampire, a reptilian? Anyways, very strange, and I appreciate any ideas of what she could have been.
That's funny. Before you even said vampire, I said that. Her eyes went black, and all of a sudden she's got longer fangs.
Yeah.
and then instantly she was back to normal.
Could you? That would. Well, what would you do? You know, joking around, man.
Welcome back, Jim.
Welcome back, Jim. How would you feel like if you were walking? You know, man. If I was 20 years younger, and then all of a sudden her eyes turned black, and you saw that.
I would be like, thank God I ain't 20 years younger. But if it is a vampire, how old are you, bitch?
Yeah, right. Scary freak springs to mind. Yeah, right. That would have.
But
yeah.
I guess the guy she's with is also well dressed,
tall,
6'5". I mean, that's not that tall.
Yeah.
Shadows, did you hear reports that Roswell was 3 crashed UFOs in different locations? I only knew there was 1.
I heard. I don't think I heard 3, but I know I've heard there was multiple ones.
Yeah, I'm sure, Andy.
Blood is like wine and only improves the edge. That's right.
But yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. If and he says it looks like they were dressed that they could have been in a limousine.
Yeah, like they were dressed. You know, and then what makes you think of vampires? So when, like back in the day,
prestige
they were always
dress, suits.
Yeah. My boss,
nice.
when I worked at Halloween Adventures, I swear to God, my boss, he had the long black straight hair anyway, you know, and he usually kept it in a ponytail. But like on the weekends, we got to pick any outfit and we could dress up for the weekend and everything. And he'd be Dracula all the time. And let me tell you, that guy, like if you walk,
he could pull it off.
Oh my God, could he pull it off? He was perfect for it.
But
oh wow, one place had a cement pad left.
What? Oh shit.
That's wild, Ron. Andy, I wondered how.
Because their clothes ain't dead either.
That's right. They're styling. Usually vampires are styling.
Yep.
Very pristine. And they have that
upright.
Yeah.
I'm better than you kind of attitude.
Yeah. I've been here a while. I know how it is.
As you were going through the story, Andy was telling me to battle through my first feed.
Yeah.
And what he has to understand is I am not technically at all able to do it.
Right.
And not only that, though, she hasn't sat down to show me how to start my own feed.
Yeah, I've kind of breezed through it because we really haven't sat down. Usually when...
See, here it goes. Now it's, we haven't sat down. When I've already asked her, I don't know how many times, can you show me how to do this? Oh, yeah, we'll do it. Now it's we haven't sat down.
You never, don't start fighting, man, because I'll fight with you.
Oh, you better. Well, that's about all I know how to swing, Andy. No, I'm slowly catching on how to do this on my own.
Yeah.
I thought I sent a link to Andy. I know this. What link?
I don't. It's to Andy, not us. He
says I thought I sent a link to Andy, not at Andy.
Oh, it might have maybe for your live stream.
Oh. Yay, bitch bite.
Oh, can you imagine? I was thinking about that. I see some of the challenges.
No, we're not having a food fight.
No. But some of the challenges people do, but we can't get most of the shit up here.
Yeah, it's very difficult to get stuff shipped here.
I mean, even you would think something stupid as like
a magnet.
Well, yeah. Or those jelly beans that taste like grass and stuff. I can't think what they're called.
Oh, the one where it tastes like cat food or bird shit.
Yeah. I mean, stuff like that. We can't get shipped up here. It's and the store ain't selling it.
Yeah, in order for us to get something like that, we would have to actually find somebody in the lower 48s, have it shipped to them, and then have them ship it to us.
And it's just a pain in the ass.
The kids don't live with us, Andy. Hey, Freaky Geek.
Freaky Geek. How are you? Hey, Frame. over
Ooh.
in Trevo. How
Oh.
are you? Hey,
Paranormal Circle. Hello.
How are you guys? Thank you guys for stopping in. I appreciate it. How you doing? Sorry, Frame. It took me a minute. I'm not used to seeing it. And Restream's not working with the Trevo.
I was gonna say Restream's working over here.
Yeah, did you see the message? Frame just said hi, but yeah, it didn't pop up.
Sorry, I'm late. Been losing my net connection a lot. We've been having a lot of troubles today too, Freaky. Hurry back, Andy. It's not a big deal. It really isn't. Don't think you're late. Anytime you show up, you're on time.
Exactly. Frame, we are doing good. Thank you so much. If you hear us talking to ourselves, we're really not talking to ourselves. I'm live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. We're really not talking to ourselves. I promise.
She's lying to you.
Yeah.
We just throw out all these different names just to make it sound good.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but Freaky, we couldn't get YouTube to work this morning. Shadows had to go through a back door to be able to pull up the chat.
Yeah, it was a crazy morning. It was crazy. Like Yahoo email wasn't working.
Oh, that's what it meant. Yahoo, not YouTube.
Friends, like, what's happening?
It's
crazy. It's just crazy.
That is so true, Freaky. Being a guy, I'm never worried about being late.
That's true. That's true.
It sounds Kiki going through the back door. Oh my God,
Freaky,
here they come.
You're going to start now too?
Here they come.
Oh my God.
Hold my beer.
So the next story is about two featureless people.
Featureless, so they have no face.
Apparently. He said, work's slow today, so I started thinking about an experience I had about 10 years ago when I was 15. A few buddies and myself were hanging out at one of their houses one winter evening when we decided to meet up with a couple of girls. Two of them we had been talking to. We decided to meet in the woods across the street around midnight, which is where we always went to smoke cigarettes and stuff.
No, that's where you always want to meet women.
Yeah.
In the woods at midnight.
It had a steep hill you went down for about 30 feet before you were in the bottom of the river. We had a good bit of snow to walk through, from what I can remember, about a foot of somewhat hard-packed snow.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot of snow.
A few minutes into walking, me and my buddy decided to have a couple of cigarettes. We're about 15 feet behind the others, just bullshitting while we smoked. It was a pretty night. The moon was out and it was fairly bright with the snow. For some reason, I looked behind us and there was two featureless human beings or human figures 5 feet behind us, just standing open shoulder to shoulder. They looked to be wearing hoodies with the hoods up, but I couldn't see their faces or any details in the clothing because they were completely black. We had not heard anything behind us as the snow made a lot of noise while walking. It's just like they appeared where they stood. Needless to say, I booked. I didn't say anything.
Shadows.
Yeah, that's me. I just didn't say anything, just turned around and ran, which is when I heard my friend look back and yell before he joined me. He didn't even say anything to his friend, like, hey, dude, look, there's two guys back there. He just
Shadows.
Hey, I asked what you were doing.
After you were 300 yards away from me.
We passed the others who joined us too. We didn't stop until we were out of the woods and back in the house. We were all freaked out, but hardly ever talked about it again after that. If it had been someone messing with us, we certainly would have heard them walking. And the night was bright enough to see fairly well, so the faces and clothing should have had more details. So I'm not sure what we saw. Black-eyed children?
Maybe they didn't see anything. If they're in the woods, at a quick glance, if the moonlight net is right, you can see people standing there because of the tree branches and how everything's set up.
Right, yeah.
So there could have been probably nothing there, but their imagination. But when you're in the woods at night like that, your imagination will get the best of you.
Oh, definitely. I agree about that. But I'm not saying there wasn't something there. This poor guy, no, he just took off. He left his friend in the dust.
I know how the guy feels.
Listen, well, it wasn't something weird that we saw. We saw a sea lion. I knew what that was, and I knew to get away from it.
You're right, Andy. You can, especially at night with the moonlight. You can see all different things in the woods. That's why I'm saying, I'm not saying it didn't happen. Mr. Chaos, like the old black and white cartoons. Oh, yep, absolutely. The imagination at night can be mean when playing tricks on you.
Fran, we talk about different things each day. We do paranormal. Today's Legends and Lores and Cryptids is like a free-for-all. But we do paranormal on Mondays. Tuesday we have true crime. Wednesday we do UFOs and aliens and conspiracy theories.
But every day we're just stupid.
we just discuss it, what they could be seeing, what they could not be seeing. At least today, that's what we're doing. Usually, paranormal talk. We'll talk about different things, paranormal wise.
Yep.
And stuff like that. But today is just basically a free for all.
And Tuesdays is just true crimes that have never been solved,
Yeah,
and they can't
411
figure out
people.
what happened.
Yeah. That type of thing.
No, not stupid chaos. Okay.
Clueless.
That's a good way to put it, Freaky Geek. That's like what were we watching last night? After 2 decades or 4 decades, they couldn't figure out the paranormal activity in his house and what was going on.
Oh, there was we were watching.
And all they did is they called in this paranormal group. And then one night, they found out what the cause of it was.
Well, they didn't know if it was the cause of it, but
I'm sure it was.
It was the house on Dice Road. If anybody's heard about the house on Dice Road, that's where there was over 100 phone calls to police, firemen. They kept hearing knocks. This poor Harold.
But even the police and the firemen,
right,
they would hear the knocks and everything going on.
And nobody would be outside knocking on the walls. This poor guy went crazy, man.
But they found a very old mason jar.
Scary stuff, Frame.
Down underneath in a crawl space under the house. And when they opened it up, now mind you, the man in the house, his name was Harold.
The father, yeah.
But here's this very, very old mason jar that they found. And he actually opens it up. It's got a little scroll of paper tied closed with a piece of yarn, and they open it up now. This guy's been dead for over 10 years.
Yeah.
So he has to carefully open it still because there is water in that inside the mason jar. And he gets it open, and the word on the paper was disturbing because it said Harold, and it had 3 X's through his name.
Yeah, it was definitely wild. There's a part 2 I gotta watch, but I haven't watched it yet.
I thought you put that on after.
No.
Does anything bring a smile to a guy's face better than coming face to face with some big knocker? Oh my God, Andy! If I didn't know Andy, I would have no idea what he meant.
Yeah.
But because I know Andy, I know exactly what he's talking about. But no, that late at night, depending on the moonlight and how it's set, how dense is the woods, how everything's set up.
But how can you explain? Well, you're saying that the trees look like could have been.
They could have looked like it.
Okay.
But again, I'm not saying it didn't happen.
Right. No, I get it.
But there was no sound of them walking up.
No.
He just turned around and they were there.
Right.
Fear and imagination at night in the woods is not a good combination.
Why? They were thinking about cigarettes and getting laid.
I bet you subconsciously there was more to it than that.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Oh, you're right, Andy. I get it.
Yeah, that's true, Andy. Andy's like, you should know as you start reading what I'm basically.
Oh, that's why I said if I didn't know Andy, I would be confused. But knowing Andy, and look at what Ricky just said.
Yeah.
Just watch those knockers don't knock you out.
You should have said Hooters because, with Eddie's experience of owls in the woods.
Oh, Jesus, God.
That was funny.
I do not like owls anymore. That was the biggest damn owl I've ever seen.
So the next story that I have is they're questioning.
How many we got?
I got to fill up hours.
This is the 4th story, or this is going to be the 5th story.
You don't like my stories?
I didn't say that. Don't put words in my mouth. You're going to make me cry.
Oh, stop.
You see this, guys?
Oh, don't even go there. You see what I have to put up with? 9 years, guys. 9 years.
Yeah, and I'm still alive. Imagine that.
Oh, he looked in the camera for that one.
Yeah, right, Freaky? But she won't let me read my story.
You can read your story anytime you want.
Every Tuesday I get shut down.
Hey, I can't help that you had to work last Tuesday.
Well, why not? You won't let me read it any other Tuesday. I might as well go to work. Wait a minute. Hi, Scoops.
Hey, Scoop. How you doing?
Just look into their eyes a while, Eddie, and then try to recall all that happened during the time you were staring at the owl's eyes. I didn't have time to see his eyes.
No, he didn't. He didn't have time to see his eyes. Oh my God, it happened so fast, but I seen him jump. That's the first time I've ever seen Eddie scared.
That thing, it came out of nowhere.
And it was huge.
And I swear to God,
it was a big barn owl. It was huge.
I swear to God, it had a 7-foot wingspan. I thought I was going to disappear. A pterodactyl was going to pick me up and fly me out of there.
And it was late at night,
And by the moonlight.
Yeah, by the moonlight. And freaking, I've never seen a person jump up in the air and down.
No,
crouch down.
Jump up, crouch, and clear a water puddle all at the same time.
Frame asked, so basically you read a story and we have to solve it, right? If you know what these creatures are that these people are seeing,
please, let's hear your input.
Yes, exactly. I like to pick people's brains.
Oh, thanks for the hugs.
I basically don't apologize.
No, not at all. Nobody in this room apologizes.
Like, I'm so sorry. No clue. That's all right. No. Basically, I'm read odd stories around the interwebs, and we just try to figure out how do I explain it? Like with cryptids and that, the way I look at things is it could definitely be something normal. Like the way I explain it is, at one time, the platypus was known as a cryptid animal because nobody believed the first guy that saw it, if that makes sense. So I did a video on Wendigos. Oh, cool, Skook. Yeah. So
that would be cool to read.
So basically, when it comes to like today's show, it's basically I'm reading these weird little stories from something scared somebody, and my channel is basically
it almost comes down to, is it real? Isn't it real? If it is real, what do you think it was? Because they can't figure it out.
Right.
And they're just reaching out, asking for people's opinions of what it possibly was.
Yeah, exactly. So we discuss it.
And yes, Andy, it was big and silent because actually I never heard the damn thing. I just caught it out of the corner of my eye. Thank you, Eli, for the lemons.
Oh, he's still going.
I said lemons.
I think there was 10.
The ones I don't believe in are cryptids. They're always the shitty stories. Is that guy your husband or some random man you picked up? No, I'm just a random guy.
I went out front. They're doing construction, so I grabbed one of the dudes off the construction.
Yeah, I'm on my lunch break.
And he's like, the answer, Skook, is yes. Yeah. Some random guy. That's right. Just, figured what the hell.
I've been a random guy for 9 years.
Yeah. Although I did pick him off the no, I didn't.
No, she picked me off the internet.
Yeah, I stalked him.
Welcome home, Eli.
Welcome back, Eli. Thank you, Jim, for the ice cream.
Oh, Jim, thanks.
Oh, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much.
Well, Scoops is rolling on the floor.
So this next story comes. They're asking if it's an angel sighting.
What?
An angel sighting.
Well, that I can believe.
Oh, that you can believe because you're.
Yeah, I know, Andy. I know you haven't. I sent you a Facebook message because I was worried about you, and you still haven't even looked at it. Hold on. I'll find out here. Hold on. God damn it, I'm gonna prove this shit. Watch this.
He's gonna prove this year.
God damn right. It's the internet. It's got to be real. Let's see.
No pictures, no proof.
Look, nope. He's still. His last name's Kendrick, right?
That's nice, honey. He might not want that known.
Oh, well, sorry. I sent this message July 22nd at 11:44 a.m. my time. And it says, hey, brother, haven't seen you around. Hope all is good. And you still have never even looked at the message.
He said, stop bitching, Eddie. It don't become you.
Whatever. I bitch all the time. All right. You know what, Eli? You're getting on my nerves about that. All right. You better get on with the next story because it looks like everybody's going to over to D Live because I think you're getting ready for the joust.
Oh, is that what it is?
Well, everybody's starting to switch over to freaking D Live.
I seen a movie based on facts, and part of the movie, a bomb goes off with kids in a classroom, and the only the guy who kept them hostage blew up on the wall was the mark of wings. Oh, the singed mark of wings.
I wonder if that was
wow, that'd be a weird movie.
Michael protecting the kids.
I don't know.
I agree, Lindsay.
That is wild.
But that sounds like that could have been Michael the Archangel.
Yeah.
Coming down and protecting the kids, and the only person that blew up was him.
Yeah.
I'll go into it, Miss Missy's chest. What?
He only went over to. There's the moon. He only went over there to moon you, Eddie.
Well, whatever. I don't like you guys anymore. I don't like it, but I still love you. All right, let's get on with this next story.
Okay, so it says angel sighting? ? Not sure if this is the right place for this, but I might post this somewhere else too. My house is in California. It's pretty old. It's built in 1939. The couple who lived here before us died in the house of old age. There's been a ton of activity since we lived here, about 17 years. Nothing too scary. Starts off with my mom seeing an old man walking into our driveway. And when she opens the door to ask what he's doing, he's gone. That's the only apparition anyone has ever seen until last night, which I'll get to. I've had my own share of activity when I was younger. I stayed in different rooms than I do now, where the angel was spotted. And when I left the room once, I came back in and noticed my closet light was on. I've also had a few scary dreams in that room. I've had other experiences, but I'll leave that for a different post. Anyway, it turned into a guest room for a bit. And when my cousin stayed with us for a summer, she was quite scared of the room. A toy that was there went off on its own a few times, and she later said she heard a water bottle of hers fall over. And when she turned the lights on, it was standing up like she had left it. So phantom noises, basically. Anyway, on to the angel sighting. My sister and her family are living with us now, and I guess around 1 a.m., my brother-in-law took my nephew to bed for the night. He said that he did a double take because he saw a small child-sized angel praying by my sleeping sister's feet. My sister said she didn't feel anything last night. My niece, who also was sleeping there, said she had nice dreams. This room has always been full of energy, so it's not surprising that he saw something in there. I just hope it was an actual angel he saw and not something else. That's crazy.
Thanks,
Thank
Ron.
you, Ron, for the lemons.
Freaky Geek made a comment saying he thought Ron was the only one that goes over to D-Live the Moon. Can you tell Freaky Geek what they're called on your D-Live? Your subscribers?
My subscribers, Freaky Geek subscribed.
So what are they called?
You guys are mooners.
So yeah, everybody over there moons.
Yeah.
And that's weird. I mean, and they say, he said it. Why would you be afraid to go into a room where you thought you seen an angel?
Well, this angel happened just the other night, where before it's always been like the random noises or something, you know, the light being turned on in the closet.
Yeah, Andy, that's the devil's advocate.
I would never recover if I moon you, Scoop says.
Andy says, I haven't seen the face of an angel since I last looked in a mirror. That's why I said that's the devil's advocate.
Frame asked, how was the shape of the feet? Horse-like, human-like? It doesn't say, unfortunately. Unfortunately, with these stories, it's just they're like,
Vague.
what is it type of thing.
They're vague.
Yeah. So that, unfortunately, I can't answer. And it doesn't look like nobody asked about it. Somebody did ask, what did you do after it prayed? He said he noticed it and turned and looked again, and it was no longer there. So it disappeared, obviously. But I've never heard, I don't think, of all the stories that I've read, I've never heard of a praying angel at the foot of a bed. I don't think so, anyway. I mean, I could have.
Usually, if I'm not mistaken, in most stories, when people would say they experienced an angel by a bed praying, it's usually on the side of the bed,
Yeah, not
next to the person.
Right. Because that's where we're supposed to pray.
Yeah, on the side of the bed, because you want to be on the side of Jesus. That's why you pray. For? Yeah, that's why you pray that way.
Okay.
Instead of praying at their feet.
Gotcha.
He wants you to be equal and pray beside him.
Oh, okay. See, I never knew that. I'm not, you know me, I'm not religious type.
Well, I'm not.
No, but you know more about that stuff than I do, is what I'm saying. So yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't say anything about that frame. But it's definitely, I don't think, honestly, that I've ever heard, when it comes to angels, I mean, oh, I don't know. I honestly don't know. Because I've heard of angel stories, but
I believe angels are around us all the time.
I think I just assume that their hands are in the praying motion. I don't know when I'm reading a story.
That's what a prayer would be.
Right. Yeah. I don't think I've ever heard anyone seeing a praying angel at a bed.
Well, like anything paranormal goes, you won't see it unless they want you to see it. True.
Frank said, I mean, they said it was an angel, but was it really? Exactly. And I think that's what they're hoping, is that it really was an angel. You know what I mean?
Could have been the angel of death.
And why? Yeah. Why would it be at her feet?
That's what I'm saying. It could be the angel of death.
But her sister said she didn't even feel anything. She had good dreams.
Maybe it wasn't her time.
I wonder too if that room, since it's always had so much energy, I wonder if that's where the couple died. Huh. Definitely wild, though.
All right, who's going to be the one calling in today? Don't make me pick a name.
Nice. Make sure nobody has called. No, I would have heard the noise. I'm hoping.
It wasn't room 1408, but
no. No, it was in a house, Andy. But yeah, that's wild. So does anybody, if you guys, let me put that in chat. No, he said dreams, nightmares. No, she didn't have any dreams or nightmares.
She said she slept peacefully.
Yeah, she slept peacefully. He was carrying the child up to take it to bed, and that's when he saw it praying at his wife's
Feet.
Yeah. That's not what I want.
Freaky says, sorry to disappoint you. You can pick me, but I'll never call in.
I know. Freaky Geek will never. I'm telling you.
That's showing the love.
If anybody has any wild stories, you can go ahead and use that link. I don't know if StreamYards is, or not StreamYards, but Restream is working. And
I don't know, because we were having a lot of problems with Yahoo Mail.
It is interesting, Frame. It really is.
Most everything we talk about is interesting.
Anybody wants to come in, if they've had a story not a story, but if they had an experience like that or anything, definitely you're more than welcome to come up.
Absolutely.
Or call in. The number should be flashing across the screen.
It is. 516-595-8286.
Yes.
That's the number to call into us. Or just click the link and come up on panel. Hey, Shadows, what do you think of all the hexing the Fae? That I would never want to hex a Fae.
We have somebody coming up on stream.
Oh, do we?
You're really not fussy in here, are you?
I know that guy.
How you doing?
Check this out, Adi. Now, the other day, about last week, I'm standing out front having a cigarette. Some dude pulls up on a motorcycle.
Yeah.
And I remember when you had your beard and pulled down in a ponytail, your goatee. And I turned around and looked, and I seen this guy, and I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, how the hell did Andy get here?
He did, too.
I even had to point him out to Shadows, because I was like, you ain't going to believe this.
That bit's easy to fake. This bit, not so easy.
Well, I can imagine that.
Use a secret hair gel on that.
A secret one?
Secret hair gel.
Oh, sacred. I thought he was going to say secret. I was like, I don't want to know what it is. Don't mess with the Fae. You're absolutely right, Scoops. Do not mess with the Fae.
Oh, hexing the Fae? Oh, no, I don't. I've heard them sending, what the hell were they hexing? They were hexing something on TikTok and YouTube.
What's that? About hexing a Fae?
Who's hexing a Fae? I want to know who's hexing a Fae.
I know it ain't Andy.
Good luck with that, people.
Yeah.
Really, good luck.
Yeah, brother, missed you there for a while, man. I'm glad to see you back around.
I've been in a few biker bars that are sort of related to the Fae. Dropped my wallet on the floor, had to kick it out to the other side of the car park before I'd bend down and pick it up.
It's like when you go to jail, you get soap on a rope.
Email, Ronald. Email.
Andy, Ron asked, is there another way I can send you links to Shadows?
I don't know what's going on. Baby witches, yeah. Well, they can go ahead and hex the Fae all they want. I'm not. Okay, Frame, no problem. Hurry back.
Ooh, what?
Yeah, I think Ronald wants to send me his private detective pictures or something like that. Something about a dick, anyway.
But yeah, I heard they were like hexing the moon or something like that. I don't know what was going on. It was nuts.
Well, I damn sure ain't. I ain't acting no Fae.
No, I'm good with that.
One of the English guys, I think it's on YouTube, as Elemental Encounters. He went on someone's live a while back and showed some photos that he'd taken of this meeting they had out in the woods in the middle of the night. And when he's zoomed into certain areas, you can see a gnome or something like a gnome. You can see other little critters from the Fae, but they're not there as like twisted branch pictures. They're there as dots of light. You know, like a dot-to-dot picture that you do as a
Right.
kid. They'd be like white dots, and when you zoom in on them, there you've got a gnome's face.
Wow.
Wow.
If you say that camera is the camera that took the photograph, the fire's back here, way back here, that all the people are encircling, and the little fella's halfway between the camera and the people.
Oh, wow.
And they're white. I'm not being funny. You photograph a fire, you might get the odd little bits of white appear in there, but any sparks that come off it, you're lucky if they appear orange, if they appear at all.
Your camera just blinked in and out.
Yeah, it's doing that. That's wild.
Freaky Geek says like fireflies, but not. I don't know if fireflies could stay lit long enough for somebody to home in and possibly see a gnome.
Right.
We don't get fireflies in the UK.
Well, that answers that question.
Well, anyway. Not unless you're sitting there with an aerosol can and a Zippo. Sort of.
If you're lighting the flies on fire.
Yeah.
Look, it's a firefly.
Wow, that's wild though. What's his name?
I believe it's Elemental Encounters.
Skook says they've never seen a firefly.
The
only problem is he's from deepest Yorkshire, and you might need a translator there to translate what he's saying.
Oh, I've only talked to one person in my life that was like that, and I felt bad because I had to lie and say something was wrong with my speakers because I just couldn't understand them. I felt so bad, but I was just like, oh, I can't do this.
Now that's a true YouTuber.
I was way before you.
My son and his friend watched this little sparkle dance on my other son's sleeping form.
Oh, wow.
That sounds cool.
That could have been a fairy.
Could have been.
Fireflies are bunky little bugs. Yeah.
Yeah. They flash either yellow or green.
It's usually a greenish.
Yeah.
But I don't think we even I don't think we even get them here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever seen one here in the 4 years we've been here.
No.
Does she work you that hard that you're not allowed out after dark?
That's right.
Well, then I'm good during the summer here because it never gets dark.
That sucks when it happens, Skook. She said the friend refused to come over anymore due to odd stuff. That sucks. That people just get. I mean, I understand that people get freaked out about stuff, but I don't know. I'm just a type of. I don't know. I look at things different. It sucks.
You're right, Freaky. It does. It's even our summer temperatures don't run in the 70s and 80s, but for us, even at 63, it's hot out.
Yeah. Okay, West Coast don't have fireflies, and apparently we don't have fireflies either.
Maybe they're going extinct.
In Belgium, none too. Wow. You guys are missing out.
Well,
we have another
Nicole,
guest.
It would have to glow. That's why it's called a firefly.
Hey y'all, how you doing?
What's up, Eli?
Hey,
Chilling.
Hey,
Andy.
And I've heard of that, Skooks. Well, a glowworm is like a caterpillar. The little glowworms.
That's how my bugaboo got her nickname.
And the other one, a firefly, it flies. I'd say, hence the name Firefly. But yeah, glowworm. I've heard of them. I've never seen one, but I have heard of them.
I've seen them.
I thought that's what my doctor said happened to me after
You're
I drank
right, Ron. That's exactly what glows is the butt end of it.
What'd you say, Andy?
I said, I thought the glowworm was what happened to me after I drank the cooling water near that nuclear reactor.
Yeah, that could be.
Everything glows at that point.
I never seen one of them before.
The glowworms, they're
Yeah.
pretty. They
You're
light
right,
up
Vicky.
the elucent, the what do you call it? Not translucent. That's not what I'm trying to think.
I have no
They-
idea what you're trying
They
to say.
glow.
Yeah, it's like a neon blue greenish color.
Oh yeah.
What is?
Right.
Glowworms. In caves.
Yeah, it's a different color than the firefly.
Yeah.
Do you ever get up with the bioluminescence up there in Alaska?
That's the word I was looking for. Thanks, Andy. Where were you 10
Yeah,
seconds ago?
Bioluminescence in the water with the jellyfish.
Yeah, come
and
on,
the
dude.
tiny little.
No, the only
didn't mention
jellyfish
it.
I've seen up here is dead ones.
I
don't
didn't
light up.
mention it, Missy, because I thought bioluminescent. Yeah, one too many syllables in there.
That's true. Yeah.
I gotta say, Ron has a new computer. He has actually a computer. I saw him, won't you come on, Panda? Just click on the link. And he goes, you do it first. And then he'll come up. He's like, come on.
He ain't coming
he
up.
talked a lot of live. No.
He just suckered you.
Come on, dude. Click on the link. Come up.
Yeah, come on, Ron. Don't be all mouth and no trousers.
Really?
Yeah.
Does that happen? You can actually, not that I want to squeeze them or anything, but they
My
make your
bad.
hand glow.
Yeah, Skooks.
Oh,
With
the
firefly,
fireflies.
yeah.
Yeah.
Skooks, that's cool. Glowing plankton.
Yeah.
And
Those
I've
things
seen
are
that.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Being in the military out on the ship and that, I've seen that.
That's awesome. But aren't they over in the UK too, though? The glowing plankton and that?
I'm not sure. I don't live in the UK.
Sorry, Missy, I couldn't hear.
I said, isn't the glowing, it's like somewhere over there anyway, the glowing plankton and that? You guys have that too, don't you?
Yeah, we get it at different times. You get it all around the UK. Is just an island at the end of the day, so all around the island.
Right.
I used to love it in the summer months because you get these little jellyfish called comb jellies. They're like egg-shaped.
Yeah.
And if you took one out of the water in your hand, you'd have all the blues and reds and all the other colours going down there. But when they're in the water, they just look like radioactive green type thing.
Wow.
That's
And
wild.
when you're going along in the boat, sort of coming back from fishing in the dark, you can't see anything in front of you because of how bright and intense all the light coming out of the water is.
Wow, that's wild.
If you haven't seen the film, watch Life of Pi.
Oh, that's actually one of Eddie's film that he wants to watch, Life of Pi.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we watched that the other day, and it's got a brilliant shot that near enough captures. It's all CGI, but it's about as near as what you get to real life when it's like that.
Right.
You're right, Ron. When they synchronize themselves, it looks like a giant cloud of a
the
glowing.
fireflies. Yeah.
Yeah. In Skooks, I know it's a little different, but do you know dolphins can't swim as fast as what people think they do? And I know this because being out on military ships and cruising along, how porpoises and that are always in front of you. It's because they're riding that break wave that you're giving them.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
And that's why they can stay ahead of you. They get in that push.
Gotcha.
But I mean, they can swim fast, but they're not going to keep up with a ship.
Right.
Well, it's like us. Some people can run fast, but when you're running, you're only going to do it for a limited amount of time.
Exactly. And you're catching that draft.
I get that. One mission.
That's it. When we used to walk to the bank to cash our checks, we would leave the building and within minutes we're almost to the bank, even though it's 4 blocks down. It's like we got to go. And the hell was that?
Yeah, that's about it. On the way back, that's what I did.
Yep. Well, mission's accomplished. We can slow down.
How about if you don't know anything about what's going on? Just kidding. Can I just talk about like ghosts or something? Just kidding.
That's Monday's show.
I missed the conversation. I got home, so I'm sorry.
Or this is
I
gonna,
mean,
that's
I
going to
mean,
be my live feed. And I told you, so everybody knows. So everybody knows. When I go live, it's a free forum. We can talk about anything except religion and politics.
I need to
Man,
go.
my best jokes are religious political jokes.
Oh, God, I was trying to get people to come up with jokes last night. And I couldn't even believe I was on for over an hour.
All right, Scoop, hurry back.
How much rental did Missy charge you for that?
Huh?
How much rental did Missy charge you for that?
Oh, to
she
go
didn't
live?
charge me shit.
Was
She
that
just
one or
asked
two
me.
packs of cards for a whole hour?
I got my own damn account.
Yeah, I should have them pay me by the hour,
Don't forget the consulting services.
I'm not liking you.
No, I'm glad he did it though. I mean, he finally took that first step, and
I did. I sat here for 20 minutes beating it back and forth whether I should do it, whether I shouldn't do it. And then finally she was like, will you just do it?
shut up and do it.
But not bad.
Sounds like the wedding night, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah. But that's when you just sit in a bar a half hour before you say I do and get drunk. That way when you said I do, I said, I don't remember.
I didn't say I will marry you. I said I will, as in I will have another one, please.
There you go.
Yeah, but it was a really good time last night. Everybody that's in the room that came in, it was so much fun.
I'm just glad he took the time to do it.
It's time I let go of Mom. Uh-oh. What's Nicole, oh my God, about?
Oh,
no.
probably what Andy said.
Whoa.
I will have another. Yeah, stack me up another pile of mushrooms.
Oh, God.
Not Mom.
I'll tell you, Nicole is so sweet. She said to me the other day when we was having a video chat, you look so handsome in the dark.
You look handsome in the dark.
Oh, my goodness.
That's funny.
That is funny.
Yes, okay, Freaky, you're right. Let go of the apron strings. Oh, holy crap.
I know. Time flies, man.
When you're having fun.
Time flies, fire flies.
Oh, Nicole had to correct Andy. She didn't say he was handsome. She said he was cute.
Yes, you're cute.
Actually, Nicole, that's not what you said, but you have got 3 of those letters right.
Forget Andy, I swear.
Oh, my Lord.
I swear.
Oh, boy.
You rendered Eddie speechless.
No, I said he is a cuddly teddy bear, laugh out loud. Made him blush.
Oh.
For some reason, I don't see Andy blushing.
I can see him blushing.
It looks like he's blushing now.
Last time I blushed properly, I can't remember how much I'd taken that night. I'd had a lot. The policeman comes up and says, "You all right, son?" I went, "I'm fine, Dad. Take me home."
Oh my God.
Oh. Well, that was like me last night, though.
Nicole said, "Oops, it was me that was
Blushing.
I can always make Nicole blush with just 3 little words.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
There's not one swear word or one sexual innuendo in there,
Oh, okay.
which is why you won't believe it came from me.
Yeah, that is kind of hard to believe.
And she's sitting there going like this on the phone. Don't, please don't.
Oh, come on now, Nicole.
All right.
I can embarrass her easily. I could tell you that her birthday's on the 17th of August, but I won't.
Oh, okay.
Make sure you write that down. August
On the
17th.
what hole?
I can't hear you. What?
The speakers are acting up. We got a bad connection. Going through a tunnel. Hold on.
Yeah. Apparently, she's still 21.
Yeah, aren't we all?
Hey, I've been 29 and holding for I don't know how many years.
I've been 21 for 20, almost 30 years.
I only got as far as 18 because after that, you're allowed to drink in the UK.
Oh, not here. It sucked because our drinking age was 18. In 3 months before I turned 18, they switched it to 21.
That's how it was for me.
He did.
Yeah.
You had to carry on drinking legally for another 3 years.
Yeah.
Well, you know how it is.
I take it your elder brothers pinned you down and forced you to drink it by holding your nose and pouring it down your throat.
That's exactly what happened. See,
Yeah.
He
I
knows.
bet your mother believed it as well.
Exactly.
Eli.
Welcome back, Eli.
Thank you.
Oh,
Sorry, I gotta do some chores, clothes and
All that
gotta
fun
wash.
stuff.
I can't believe it's noon already.
I know.
It
I
is.
can't believe it's new.
Holy crap. Well,
But
no,
another fun
no.
show.
it's 9 o'clock at night right now for Andy.
It's 3:00 afternoon for me.
Did he get that right, Andy?
Yep, you got that right.
Damn.
It wasn't hard to figure out. When we started the show, we talked about it being 10 a.m. He said it was 7 p.m. So add 2
Oh, I
hours
never
to
really-
it.
Yeah. Well, I'll probably get Freaky Geek.
You can tell Eddie's not a natural blonde.
Actually, I am, but
Dang. Freaky Geek, yeah, I do have a dirty mind sometimes, and that's what God gave me, and I can't help it.
Probably freaky. Yeah.
God didn't give you no damn dirty mind.
Hey, Clay, close enough.
Oh, you guys make this so much fun.
You really do.
We appreciate
Yes, brother.
every single one of you.
Thank you, man. Thank you for having me up.
Yeah,
I wish
thank
it
you
was
very much.
longer.
Shrimp Shack.
You must remember, credit where credit's due.
How you
Yep.
doing, Shrimp Shack?
What's up, Shrimp Shack? ¿Cómo estás?
Sweetie.
Shrimp.
Oh, this ain't the Spanish channel. Oops, I'm in the wrong one.
Oh,
I'm out of here. No,
our bad. Sorry.
no, I'm just kidding.
And Andy, a lot of what I do now is because of Shadows. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't even be sitting here doing this. I mean, I would get on the computer, but it was always either to play my games and stuff like that.
Or to go on eBay.
God,
You all right?
no, that was a hell of a burp. And I had to try to keep it down so it didn't come across the microphone.
Just count yourself lucky it went upwards.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That would have scorched your seat.
She needs to count herself lucky that it went
Yeah,
upwards.
Exactly. Got that right.
Well, no, I mean, it can go either way because I've done some that I've had to get up and leave the room.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I fart all the time.
Oh, no, I'm not saying I don't.
Is that why your eyes are always watering, Eli?
Yes. Oh my God! I got a shitter underneath my chair. Shaking.
I want to get a recliner like that. Like, there's a little refrigerator on the side of it.
Yeah.
And then I can just pull a lever and the cushion will move and I can just sit there and take a dump. Pull the cushion back.
That's so not right. That's so not right.
You need wheels on it, Eddie, so as it can be wheeled down to the stove when the business opens up again.
I'm starting to wonder if our business is ever going to open up again. I really don't think it's going to.
I think
Never
the
know, man.
government's all tucked
What,
away
the
out of the
restaurant?
way.
There's always hope, dude. There's
That's what I
always
mean.
hope.
No, I don't think the restaurant side of our business is going to open again.
Because there's a lot of factors in it that it's too hard for them to drive to Anchorage to get supplies and everything. that because the people that own it, our bosses, are in their Mr. Hong's almost 70 or 80.
He is 73,
Jesus.
and I believe she's 68 or 69.
Hey, Scoop.
Hi, Skeg.
Welcome back, and Scoop.
No, she's
No,
up on.
Well, no, because earlier she said,
Oh.
"Be right back." Pay attention.
Oh, sorry.
This is your channel. That's just too long. What we've already gone. Actually, Freaky Geek, it's not going away anytime soon.
Yeah.
So how you doing, Scoop?
I think she's on a delay.
Have you got any idea how Sweden fared throughout all this? Because they went for the herd immunity approach.
Well, the thing,
I don't know. I haven't heard anything, to be honest with you.
Maybe they're all dead.
The thing with the pandemic is, if you died because you broke your toe, you died of COVID.
Yeah.
And now they're starting to retract. How many people actually died from COVID?
Well, in the UK, heart deaths are down, cancer deaths are down, all sorts of other deaths are down.
That's what I'm saying. Yes, it was a pandemic. It spread throughout the whole world. But the death count is completely off.
Well, even if we took the death count that is claimed, yeah, how many people should have died based on I'm 55. I have never known anything lock a country down, let alone the whole world.
Right.
Exactly.
You know, when they were talking about locking down the world, I was thinking, Jesus, if this thing is as serious as they're saying, because that was in the early days,
Then we're all going to die
then
anyways.
we're going to be looking at tens, if not hundreds of millions dead.
And that's absolutely true.
Oh, we can't hear you, Scoop.
You got laryngitis, Skook?
I thought she was just ignoring me. Scoop, we can't hear you.
I think she. Yeah.
All
Okay.
right. We need to learn sign language. It's one syllable.
What's up?
We're playing charades.
Wax on. Oh,
Okay,
great grasshopper.
Was that Scoop?
can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yay.
we got you.
My daughter's had 5 friends that have gotten it, and luckily only 2 of them ended up in the hospital.
Wow.
It really depends on the strength of your immune system and that.
Well, she's very paranoid about me that I don't get, exposed.
But damn, I was too slow.
Here's a funny bit for you. All the way through this, I was allowed to go and get my shopping and not wear a mask.
Should I smack you from here?
If you can reach, go ahead. I don't mind the occasional beating. It's quite kinky.
You'd probably like it.
That's what he's saying.
That's what I thought.
They've still got the bruises on their knuckles.
Well, see, what I don't get is there in the town we're in, because we have a very small town. They're saying it's mandatory you wear your mask if you go grocery shopping or go do this and that. But you can tell them that I can't wear a mask because of medical conditions, and you don't have to show them any proof. All I have to say is I have asthma and that's it. And you can just do whatever without a mask.
It's good.
So,
How's it going?
Being
Thank you,
medically
Ron.
trained,
thank you, Ron.
err on the side of caution.
And I get it. I mean, because a lot of people in this town are older.
Yeah.
Well, you're not in a hot spot though. You're not in an area that's really
No, we're not even
impacted.
close.
Yeah, but see, we have to watch it because Anchorage is, I mean, knock on wood, we're not like the lower 48. We don't have that many cases, but we have enough cases where it is scary with people coming from Anchorage to here. You know what I mean? That's why I'm kind of thankful that they did lay me off. You
Yeah,
know,
working at a front desk in a hotel.
I was kind of worried about that.
Well, California is having a huge surge, and so I'm being very careful. And I just bought myself a Guild Wars mask, so
Oh, cool.
Nice.
that has the charcoal filters. You can take it out and replace.
Oh, I know where they are.
Yeah, nice.
So
So they're really good if it's. We have a lot of fires here and smoke, and I once had such a bad sneezing fit I actually rolled into somebody's car.
what?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was just barely moving, and then I had like sneezed like 12 times.
Well, see,
And I don't know about you, but your whole nervous system just doesn't function.
He scares me because when I sneeze one at a time. You know what I mean? He doesn't do that. He's like choo 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 choo.
I
Right
can't
after
catch
another.
my
Well, this is
breath.
because of the fire. So if we have fire, we always have a bad fire season. So if we have another one, I'm going to use this mask even when I'm driving, probably.
Well, that's the best way to do it. I mean,
It's
But-
for pollution and particulates of smoke and stuff. So,
when I have a sneezing fit, by the time I'm done, I am gasping for air.
Yeah.
And everyone in a 30-foot radius is covered in little green lumps.
Oh God, everybody in a 50-foot radius.
I'm trying to move my camera.
40 seems to be that. Hey, you're right, Gigi. That's about the right ages.
You're right, geeky. You said freaky. You didn't say freaky. You said geeky.
You're right, freaky.
You didn't say freaky. You said geeky.
Oh, you said, yeah, you did. say-
You want a hickey?
He just tried to cover it up.
We're live on
Another
Holy crap! We're not starting a porn channel.
Another reason that I have to be careful is I'm 65. So you got to be careful when you're older. But I think I've caught everything. With 5 kids in school, I think I've had it.
We're talking about porn channels. She says I've caught everything.
Smart ass, I swear. To be honest with you, and we've talked about this before, I swear to God, we had it last year. Me and Eddie and Alex. And Jason.
Well, they think that there's been 3 waves, 2 to 3 waves went into California before the big blow up. And my son in Southern California, who lives in a community of a lot of Koreans, his wife is Korean, and they had a bad problem, but he is surrounded by them, and he thinks he had it in December.
Yep.
Well, our boss came back from his cruise last November, and when
I think we had it even before that. That's
when
not
he came, now this is when we got it. When he came back, he was sick, and to see our boss as sick as he was is unreal.
Yeah, he don't usually get sick at all.
And,
Yeah,
and
so
he
that's
tried to-
very suspect, isn't it?
he tried to keep us all away from him. And then the next thing you know, I went down, Shadows went down, and our other coworker went down. And I mean, I've never been that sick in my
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
Wow.
Even
Totally
Alex.
misunderstood where you was going there, Eddie. When you kept saying about
Yeah.
going down, I was about to say, and did it make the boss smile?
Oh my God.
The
You
British
were the one saying it.
like to,
Andy, you're so cute in the dark.
my other British friends, if I don't insult them back, they think I don't love them.
Welcome back, Seth.
Damn right.
I'm sorry. Buttery skulls.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, it was bad. I've never been that sick. And Alex even says, even to this day, he has problems with his lungs.
Yeah, I have a feeling we already had the COVID.
Yeah. Because I mean, don't
did
get
you
me
have
wrong,
a
I don't
loss
get
of
sick a lot.
you have the loss of smell?
Stop. Whoa. You were talking,
No,
and then Scooch was
no.
talking, and I couldn't understand.
Did we? I can't remember, to be honest with you.
What?
Did you lose a sense of smell?
I lost sense of everything.
Well, that's
I lost
really
this-
the consistent symptom with all the different
I
types
just
of
remember
COVID
feeling.
symptoms.
I just remember feeling like total shit. I mean, worse than the flu. I mean, I didn't want to move. I didn't want to get up and go outside for a cigarette. I didn't want to do shit.
Look at what Nicole wrote.
Oh, that's true. That's true. You can.
Here you go, Andy. I'm gonna stroke your hair.
I got good grippy ears. Nicole says anyway.
I
No,
just
but
want
when
to pull it. I just want to pull that hair on his chin.
I-
I see it's not braided right now. Oh, it is.
Like a Viking, braid it like a Viking.
Yeah, like he did last time. He did a little braid. I can't see.
The other day it was straightened and it looked more like something out of Tutankhamun's tomb.
Yeah.
Freaky.
You
Oh my god.
need to put shit in it though to make it stiff.
Whoa.
Have you any idea what sort of back problems I've already got before
You know
trying
what?
to
This
bend around and sit
conversation's
in my
going
bed?
south.
Oh, Eddie,
Yeah.
that's the saddle.
Yeah, I knew what you meant. Trust me, earlier I understood what you
It
were
was a
saying.
confused look on your face, and I thought it's forgotten already.
Oh, I already understood earlier when you said they were trying to cut off your saddle. I understood it.
Well, if you cut off a wizard's long hair, he loses power.
There you go. See?
Something
it do?
Wonder why I'm
Wow.
fucking weak. Oh wait, I was never a wizard.
Actually, if you hear howling in the middle of the night, you'll know it's because I woke up to the feeling of Nicole chopping it off.
Oh, somebody's dying. All right.
If your fanny is not ticklish, it means that you've been spanked too much.
Or not enough.
By the way, Freaky, in Britain, the fanny is at the other side, and men don't have one.
That's too
Nope.
funny.
Well,
Not unless they've been
some
kicked
men
real
do.
hard.
Unless they got kicked real hard. Yeah, right? Oh, guys. I thank you guys for coming on up. And it's been
welcome.
fun.
Oh,
Well, I
it's been
thought I
fun.
would just come here to annoy you guys. It just seemed to be the time to do it,
Yeah, why let Andy have all the fun?
You can never annoy us.
You can never annoy us. Definitely not.
Well, I can say I'm certainly happy with my relationship progressing slowly with someone I
I saw
really
that.
like.
I saw that. I saw
It's
that.
the best way to
Wow.
do it slowly.
Year and a half. We're talking. It's the Knight of Pentacles.
Nice.
Love.
Nice. I love it. I love hearing it. Yay. I
Yay.
just realized that what you said. And
Probably
I'm just
another
like,
year
oh.
before you actually meet each other.
Right, right.
You
I
probably
know,
walk
that's
past
so
each other at the airport, and where is he?
Yeah.
It took me in shadows about a year and a half
Yeah.
before I actually met you face to face.
Yes, which was July 27th.
I'm talking about when
Yeah.
we first met.
Yeah.
And then not only did we meet, I moved in.
Whoa, hubba.
That's right.
Come here,
I said,
baby.
damn it, I stalked you long enough. You're staying.
You're
Yeah,
not
there was
getting
no
away
getting
from me, not after what I've been through.
Right.
The funniest thing though was it was her best friend had to pick me up at the airport, and the airport was
Literally
like,
pick you up? Were you that overcome?
Yeah.
yeah, I collapsed. But the airport was what, like an hour and a half away.
About an hour.
And now
Sorry, guys. I'm just.
I had no idea what this woman looked like. I had no idea anything. So I'm down at baggage claim.
Now, mind you, she had sent me a message and said, Missy, I'll do this for you, but you better not chop me up and put me in a duffel bag.
So I'm down at baggage claim. I get my bags, and I'm looking around for somebody that might be looking for somebody, like they don't know who they're looking for. So I go outside and I light a cigarette. And this bitch come up behind me and put a hand on my shoulder. She almost got slugged. She says, "Are you Eddie?" I looked at her and said, "You must be Robin."
Yeah.
Punchy much?
Look, it's New York.
It's Western New York. It's not New York City.
Oh,
To me,
my
New York
God.
at that point was New York. It didn't-
My grandfather was born in New York, in Syracuse, on a farm.
Very close. That's okay.
Syracuse, that wasn't too far from
In
my house.
1882.
Wow, that's very cool.
I'm the youngest child, the youngest child, the youngest child. My
Yeah.
grandfather was born in
How many
1882.
times is the youngest child?
My dad was born in 1914.
My dad was born in 1912.
Hey,
Wow.
see? That's pretty cool.
12 years
Yeah,
before
I'm
mine.
the youngest of the
I was born in
youngest.
1980.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
The man I like is 16 years younger than me, and I don't know what he sees in me, honestly.
You know what? It's not the age that he sees. It's the way that
He
you
feels
respect
around,
one
yeah.
another.
We seem, our lives are mirroring each other. The same things are happening. Sometimes we're both doing remodels at the same time in the same rooms and everything. And then he's going through stuff I went through earlier in my life. It's like, it's like kind of freaky.
Wow.
Hold on. I'm gonna blow Freaky Geek's mind because he says I was born on my birthday. No, you weren't. You were born the day that sperm cell penetrated that egg. That's when you was born. Okay, guys. I think Shadow's ready to go have a cigarette. She's getting very antsy over
Cool.
there. Hey, you're the one
She
who told
doesn't
me to
look
go on over
fancy
there.
to me.
I know. I was like, I didn't see Nancy.
Missy, you can't go for a cigarette yet. You got to go over to D Live and show everyone your chest.
Yeah.
You can't see her
I
hand.
know.
She's over there breaking pencils.
Nobody's over in D-Live, though.
Freaky Geek says you might be right, Eddie.
Nobody's over there. That I'm aware of.
No, because they're all over here. Duh.
Wow.
But I put, okay.
Who's what?
Hype up that chat so you guys get some moolah. Well, not moolah, but lemons.
Some lemon.
Yeah.
Lemons.
El limón, por favor.
I'll show you a picture really quick on my phone.
Okay.
Pinky.
Cool. Oh, shut up, Andy. Let me go ahead.
Is that your bae?
There we go. Oh, he has some man.
I know.
That's why
Here's
she's
my
like, I
nephew
don't know.
room. This is the room I'm temporarily living in until they.
So does that mean we won't see anything of you for a few weeks when he first shows up?
Look, everybody's going over to D Live.
I know.
Yeah, lemons.
Gotta get them lemons.
Yeah, when he finally showed me his picture, I kind of knew what he looked like because I'm psychic, and I've seen
Yeah.
him.
Oh, Christ.
So I kind of knew what this part of his
Yeah.
face looked like, but he never showed me his eyes when I had the psychic connection. So at least we got to see that with the picture.
I want some lemons.
He has gray eyes, so.
That's awesome. I'm so happy for you, hon. It's
Well,
about damn
I
time.
wouldn't count my chickens yet. I think I just finally got to the hen house.
Right.
Thank you, Freaky Geek.
But still, yes, thank you, Freaky Geek, for the ice cream.
I'm psychic too. I can tell you what happened 10 seconds after it happened. I know exactly what happened.
Mine like a steel trap, all rusty.
Little WD-40.
I love
All right,
D40.
guys.
Nothing like a little anchovy oil to loosen things up.
There you go. There you go.
That's what's in WD-40. Did you know that?
You got
Yep.
to blow up the cobwebs.
Oh,
Anchovies are also in Worcestershire sauce, so I'm not sure what the connection is.
What the hell?
I'm not sure you
Oh,
could use
wow.
Worcestershire sauce on a rusty thing, though. I don't
that
think it's
sounds
interchangeable.
gross.
Oh my
Those
God,
nice
no,
on cheese on
and I
toast,
love
though.
Worcestershire sauce.
Wow, I just lost my appetite.
Right?
All right, guys, this is where I say fist bumps, hugs, stay safe, stay strong. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
Thank
And if
you
you
all
can't
for
be
coming
careful,
up.
Be
Bye-bye.
blessed and all that jazz.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you all for coming up. It's been a blast. It really has. I had a lot of fun. What are you looking at? Why are you looking at me like that?
Come here real quick. We can't shut down yet. I'm trying to figure out what this is.
Eddie, you can't have a quickie off camera.
What? What's that? It's private chat.
Oh, that's. I know what that is.
Okay.
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
That is a talk your father should have had with you, Eddie.
My what?
Your father should have had that talk with you many years ago.
Yeah, well, many years ago, my father should have been my father, but we won't discuss that.
Yeah, we all have. A lot of us have father issues. My father was just not really involved in my life.
I don't have a father issue.
That's about it.
I don't. I just don't have a father. That's as simple as that.
Yeah.
I had a big brother.
Tammy, you're coming in just as we're getting ready to leave.
See how you are, Pammy? But
No,
thank
no,
you guys
no father
all.
issues.
Hello, Bobby.
Thank you all for coming up. I so appreciate it. Thank you all for coming in today.
Well, you take care, sis.
You too, hon. I'm so happy for you.
You
Just so you
take
know,
care,
I
Jane.
Well, keep
Everybody
rooting
keep your
for me.
eyes open.
I will definitely. You know it.
Everybody keep your eyes open because I might unexpectedly just go live again tonight just to have fun.
I'm not sure I can handle that.
Right.
Twice in one day.
Don't go.
You're going to be wearing the French maid's outfit again.
I'm sorry, Pammy. We've already been on 2.5 hours.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'm opening up the chest over in D Live.
All right, Sid. You have a good day.
I pressed
Bye,
the
Carol.
buttons.
All right, Pammy. I'll go live, but it'll be a little while.
Take care, everybody. Be safe. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming up on panel.
Absolutely.
I hope you guys have a wonderful night, day.
And Eli's favorite words: stay positive.
Yes. And the chest is opening now. Let's see.
Okay,
All
Freaky.
right. We got Ron, who got 78.9 lemons. Eli got 45.7. Sid got 33.3. Freaky Geek got 26.7. Sexy Wife Weasley got 22.5.
Okay,
awesome.
Pammy. Freaky Geek's excited. He made the list
I
again.
know, you made the list again.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so
Pammy,
much.
keep your eyes open. There's a good chance I might do it, and I probably will. Eli, no reason to apologize when you went quiet. We understand people have to take care of other things. So
Definitely. But thank you guys so much for coming in. We will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's Freaky News Friday. Get your weird nod news of the week here. And
it's going to be interesting tomorrow because I got to shut our water off, and we don't know how long it's going to be off for. So
yeah, that's going to be fun.
We'll probably wake up cranky. Pleasure, guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow.